We have
like
commercials?
No, not us. Well, we probably need one for that. I'm talking about those cooking shows.
Yeah, they don't eat it.
I don't like cooking shows. I'm sick of them.
like my ex-wife, like my ex-wife's meatloaf had to fake it was tasted good.
Oh my! Nobody faked that it tasted good. There's a great story too. Sean's ex-wife made us meatloaf one time, and my wife was out of town, and she's like, "I'm gonna make you guys," because Doyle and I pretty much, as my wife left out of town for a week, we drank every night. And she's like, "I'm making you guys a home cooked dinner." I'm like, "Okay, that's cool." So we go over there, and she makes this meatloaf, and I don't know how to explain the color of this meatloaf other than taupe, like tan, like light tanned, and it wasn't in a I don't know, like a casserole dish. It was just like on a cookie sheet, so it was like a big old flat meat cookie.
It looked like a big
mound
old
of meat.
It looked like a thing of dog shit.
Yeah, it really did. And then I took a bite of it. And I'm like, "Oh, that's nice." And Doyle took another bite. He's like, "I can't do it anymore. This is terrible." It was awful. I don't know what she thought.
The only reason why I said something when Josh was there because I knew she wouldn't like physically kill me in front of a witness. So I was like,
it was terrible.
Yeah, I hope she doesn't listen to this, but that's okay. No hard feelings.
She needed some cooking lessons. She needed to watch The Pioneer Woman. She
got the furniture, so we're all good.
She got the furniture. Damn, I'm missing my beanbag.
My beanbag. Bitch took my beanbag. It's so hard for me to swear, although I love doing it. It's so hard for me to do it on these things because you just get a microphone in front of your mouth and you feel like you can't say it. You don't know what we're talking about, John, but the rest of us, have a hard time with it.
I know.
It's weird. It's weird.
Yeah, that's why we should. I agree. We should probably do one in the evening. That would change my vocabulary greatly.
Yeah, you would be a little more angry.
I've been part of the podcast. I'm going to tell you real quick though, because that show with those guys is a podcast.
Yeah, they're
all
incredible
good guys, and I don't think they like when I come in because when I come in, it's FCC rules are off of me, and it's brutal.
Those guys. I mean, you talk about a podcast, right? This is just something fun for us. I mean, like I don't ever see it going anywhere, obviously, but like those guys are incredible.
Yeah, Eric Larson set that up, and he's done a phenomenal job with it.
Have you been back recently?
That show with those guys? No.
Yeah, they don't like you.
No, I'm pretty sure there's one on that. There's one on that board that really doesn't care much for me. The rest of them are able to hide it. One of them isn't able to hide it.
There's always one. There's always that one guy that you make the joke and they're like, "Oh, guys, should we really be doing that?"
Yeah, they're like, "You're kind of compromising our sponsors." I'm like, "Your sponsor is an alcohol vendor. You're not compromising your sponsors."
Right.
There's one guy on this show that doesn't like me. Oh wait, that's me.
Who is it? That's the game we should be playing. Who's the guy that doesn't like you on this show?
I just saw him in the mirror about 30 minutes ago. He says I'm not funny.
Oh, then there's two actually.
Right, so
if there's one there,
I'm gonna start drinking. What do you want?
Who?
You. What do you want? What are we doing? I'm bored.
Oh, I don't know. I feel like it's wrapping up here pretty quickly.
You've lost me.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. You said you had some stories that you brought with you.
I did. You want to hear
one?
Let's
hear one of them, not two. One.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna find the one here. So my daughter does these TikToks, and she does them really good. I don't TikTok.
She makes her TikToks, or she watches TikTok.
Both.
But really?
She makes some really good ones. Yeah, she makes some really good ones, like dancing and singing the songs. They're pretty awesome. Well, I guess there's this dumbass that TikTok influencer licks toilet seat to make fun of coronavirus, now tests positive for the virus. Well, He says he tested positive, and I don't think he did. But if you go and you look at the picture of this, he didn't lick the seat. He lifted the seat and licked all around the edge of the bowl.
Oh.
And you can see the picture of him doing this. And I'm like, why is somebody not... And he's down on his knees and doing this. What you don't see is somebody off the picture going, just putting a boot to his head. Why?
He was licking
the only
it
thing that's disappointing. Yeah.
A
Yeah,
toilet
like it's a
seat or
popsicle.
random toilet seats?
No, it's a public bathroom. The seat is up, and he's licking the edge of the bowl. So like when guys stand there and they whiz and they get it all over the place, yeah, that's what he's licking. The only thing that disappoints me about this photo is that the water is clear.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
disgusting. And they
It
say
would have been much
disgusting.
fun.
he's saying that he tested positive.
Yeah, he's saying that he tested positive, which we all know is BS. Shows him I think in his bed with some type of Fisher Price IV setup or something. I don't know what the hell it is.
Oh, we had when
Yeah.
we were
Dumbass.
flipping houses, we had to purchase 2 new toilets for it, and we put the toilet in. The contractor said, "If you've ever wanted to lick one of these, now's your chance." So it was brand new. I'm like, well, I guess I probably never thought about that, but okay, I'll lick it. But that guy probably tested for positive more than just the coronavirus. I don't think he needs to worry about that.
I'm pretty
Wow.
sure he tested positive for Lysol.
I can't even imagine what goes through your head. Is like, what are we doing today? Huh? We're gonna lick a toilet seat. That's disgusting. What
Yeah,
else
at
you
least
got?
Ozzy, he
Oh,
snorted urine.
He snorted urine.
yeah.
Yeah, Ozzy did. Yeah, they say it was ants, but it wasn't ants. If you read
God.
Nikki Sixx's biography, yeah,
And
right
wasn't
off
it
the
in
bat,
the-
Go ahead, Doyle.
Didn't they show it in the dirt in the video of him, or the movie of him snorting pee off the pavement
yes,
or
yeah,
lick
Nikki
it? Yeah, I
Sixx
think
had,
they did.
Yeah, he took a whiz, and then Ozzy just got down on his hands and knees and snorted it up off the concrete.
And he
I
ate
bet
it like a bat or something too, or a pigeon, right?
He
didn't
bit the
eat
head
it.
off of a bat, thinking it was a rubber bat. I'm actually reading. It's unauthorized book about Ozzy, but it's based almost entirely around the Osbournes, and his parenting advice is awesome. In fact, at my studio, I'm going to go get it today. Is Ask Dr. Ozzy, and it's a whole
Yeah.
book about asking him questions and him answering them. Oh, it's classic. I had my daughter watch the first episode of the Osbournes. He's such a train wreck.
You see how good you have it here? Do you see how good you have it here?
One of the funniest ones I saw in the Osbournes is he was walking around and every room had dog shit in it. And he's like, I live in a $4 million piece of dog shit.
I love the fact that they do subtitles underneath him at times. That's the best part. And that's actually him asking for a breakfast bar.
It's the most bizarre thing that guy can't formulate a sentence, but he can still sing.
Now, hang on a second. Charles, have you watched The Dirt yet?
I don't know what the dirt is. No, I've been too
my
busy with the
God.
Pioneer Woman.
I'm gonna risk getting coronavirus so I can walk over there and punch you right in the frickin' face. I can't
What
believe
is
you
it?
haven't watched that. You gotta watch it. You have Netflix, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know if it's
Yeah.
still on there anymore, but watch The Dirt. It's the story of
supposed to be
Motley
the,
Crue, but you'll see the
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, okay. Did you
yeah,
see the
in
Netflix?
their own words.
The Netflix craze now is this Tiger guy. Has anybody watched that?
The Tiger
what?
King.
I've
I
seen-
binge watched the whole thing.
Did you really?
You did?
Yeah,
I'm going to watch it. I've seen so many people post on Facebook about it. I have not seen it.
I've not watched one single episode of it, but I saw a meme the other day, and it said like something about are they staying home yet? And it was Trump like talking into Fauci's ear or something. Said, are they staying home yet? No. Release the Tiger documentary. I don't even know. I don't know what it is. Like, can you tell us anything about it, Doyle?
what it is, it's about this guy. He lives in Oklahoma, and it's about people that own big cats that have tigers. This guy has a 50-acre exotic zoo. He has 187 tigers that are his pets. 187. But here's the thing: what twists the whole show is he's gay. He only marries young boys, and he has one boy, and then he has a young kid, like 20 years old, and then
young boys like 20. Okay.
Yeah, he meets another young guy, and they invites him into the relationship. So he's married to two. It's a menage a marriage thing. It's in the documentary, but the best part is they show there's three people in this documentary that are all about owning big cats. And this other guy, he has 9 wives, and he controls them. Like, he has 9 of them. They do whatever he wants.
Don't Mormons have lots of wives?
Yeah, but he's got like 237 big cats.
So let me ask a question. Or make an observation here. So he has how many acres of cats?
The first guy has 50 acres of land, and he's got 187 big cats.
He has 50 acres full of pussy, and he's gay.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out how to make that joke, but I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it fast enough.
And wait till you see, like, he's just a straight redneck, man. He's a straight redneck. But it's pretty interesting because how much money they make and what he does, and the ending's really pretty screwed up. I mean, he's in prison right now, but
that is screwed up.
Wow, but, I don't know if you can just go down that. I don't know if you can just throw that little piece of bait out there and not tell us anything more about that.
And it costs what?
How does he feed? Does it show how he feeds all of these cats? Oh, there you go.
Yeah, he gets I don't know how many cows he gets a day.
He's got cows too?
Wow. No. That's what he gets the cows, and they just cut them up with the fur on them and everything and throw them right into the cages. It costs him $500,000. He also has a dog sanctuary,
but the dogs keep running away.
Is that true?
It costs $500,000 a year to feed him.
Where does he get all his money from? Like people coming in and looking at his.
Oh yeah, he has it it's like Deer Acres. You can go in there and get pictures taken, but then people will pay money to have their picture taken. Like he has all these little tiger cubs. Like that's what they say is like if you have these little tiger cubs around humans, they're supposed to stay chill when they get a little bit older, even though they're still aggressive and they'll freaking bite your face off. So there's people that pay big money just to get their picture taken with a tiger cub, or like somebody wants a senior picture with but then he trades them off and sells them. He gets $3,000-$4,000 for a cub for other people around the line. It's like 5 or 6 episodes. It's freaking crazy, man. It's just like whoa, because there's so much more. Like the one, like that guy that has 9 wives and they're all gorgeous. You're like, how?
And he's got less cats though, right?
He's got just as many, but he's got like black leopards and like an elephant. Like it's just all crazy, dude.
Doyle sounded like a kid right there, didn't he? Like he's got like black cats and white cats and an elephant.
Yeah, and it's so fun. And he's got like a Ferris wheel. No.
And Sean completely aged himself when he said Deer Acres, because like you have to be a certain age to even know what the hell Deer Acres does. Otherwise, you just think it's still under renovation.
I used to think that thing was the biggest place on earth. Deer Acres.
Oh my goodness!
That doesn't surprise me.
We went by there one time, and we were headed up to the winery, and my sister looks over at me and she says, "Is that the place that the song was wrote about?" And I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "The song Deer Acres is the place to be." That's Green Acres, dumbass. She went 20 years of her life thinking the song was Deer Acres.
If I had the money, I would turn that into Beer Acres. And
that would be actually incredible.
It's got a long building, and so you could put like 50 taps in there, and you've got big screen TVs, you have dartboards, very limited
axe throwing
menu, and then outside you've got like what is it, cornhole and that stupid golf balls on ropes. There's all kinds of full combat things you could put out there, but I think Beer Acres would be great.
That's actually not much of a building, right? It's just a front. Not to wreck your dreams.
Really? Yeah, it's an entrance. An entrance, is that what it is?
It's just like a wall.
There was little buildings inside, but I don't know if they got torn down. Because rumor has it they were supposed to reopen it like 7 or 8 years ago, but it never happened.
Yeah, the sign says still renovating. It's been there for 15 years, and they're still renovating.
1992.
What the hell are you renovating in there? That double-decker bus, too. John, you actually might be onto something there. You might want to not, for several reasons, we may not want to actually release this episode. But for that reason alone, because if I one time told somebody downtown, right, and I have the message in my phone still, like that we should do a Larkin-style beer garden in Unity Park next to Timothy's there. And that was 2 years ago, and then now there's a
Yeah.
Larkin style